What am I doing with a remote control car? I'm doing a pin wash with Brett's beautiful Lunchbox. Hello, I am Kobey from Hearns Hobbies. Welcome back to another video. I'm here with Brett's beautiful Lunchbox. What am I doing with a remote control car? Weathering. I'm here to do a little bit of weathering on this model. I'm doing a pin wash. I haven't done a pin wash in quite a while on video, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to have a go on this. Now he has taken this out and driven it. He's done a good job painting it. It had a white body and he's painted it with TS paints, not PS because this is a solid body shell. But we're gonna have a go at putting a pin wash on this model. And for that, I'm not using the Tamiya ones today. We have just had arrive in our store the AK wargame washes. And they have some really lovely colors that are transferable across most of the hobbies that use, well, all the hobbies that use pin washes. These are enamel washes, so they are something that I'm used to using. I will be cleaning them up with Tamiya's X20 enamel thinner. Hopefully you can see that. With cotton buds, and I'll be applying them with a cheap brush, because I haven't even opened these yet to have a look, but I presume that they don't have a brush in them like the Tamiya ones, but they have a nice range of colors. Today I'll be using their brown and dark grey wash. Dark brown is a good wash to put on yellow vehicles. So if you're doing any desert vehicles from the Second World War, such as a German Tiger, you're going to be using a dark brown wash as it's going to create the most subtle, and it's not a stark contrast between tan and black or a yellowy black. So you have a brown, which counters that. And then around the chrome, I'm just going to be using the dark grey wash, and towards the bottom, just as a little bit of extra vibrancy. He's done a good job painting this. Brett has, as you can see here, he's painted the number plate face. We'll give that a funny paint number plate one day, I reckon. And here we have the front with the orange lenses, the indicators, and the door handles have all been painted. So well done, Brett. And let's, without further ado, jump on in to painting this model. So I'm going to open this one up, give it a good shake. I haven't used these yet, so I want to see how like stark the enamel wash is, because if it's too much, you can always, so this brush is really big. I'm going to tone it down a bit. I'm going to go down to a 2.0 synthetic, which is a bit munted, but it doesn't matter because you're using it for panel lining. So I'm going to go top camera. I'm going to have a look at this. He's painted it in a, it's almost like a semi-gloss finish, so it might be a little bit harder to do it on these big rail portions here. Now if you're having this problem, another thing that you can do is, if I wipe this off, I'll show you, I'll get a cotton bud. It's still wet, so I can just wipe it all off. It's not going to aggravate the paint underneath, hopefully. What you can do is, I'll get that bigger brush, the one I just had, and I'm going to dip it in the thinner. I think I just collected some brown on that. Dip it in the thinner. I'm going to paint this whole area. I'm going to use the brown on with the enamel thinner. Now, let's watch how this one goes. It's wet with the thinner. It's a lot more prone to capillary action. He has done it semi-gloss, so it will struggle just a little bit, but I'm just going to come in and add a bit of thinner. Wipe some of that off. Use the other brush to apply it within here, across here. I'm going to give that a crack there. Oh, I was too zoomed in. There you go. Just like that. And it's going to work a lot better where the door jambs are. So what I'll do is I'll use this one. Oh. So the thinner's already got the action going down. As you can see, it's got a little bit of brown left in it. Help it out a bit. I'm going to dip this one in. From the top it's going to make its way down. And you can help it flow along the way, meeting it halfway. Until it reaches the whole way. And then for instance down the bottom here, I haven't had anything added to it, so it takes a little bit longer to make its way around. Whereas here it just follows through with that enamel thinner. So I'm just going to do this from the top, make my way all the way down, go across here. Oh no, I've made a big mess. No, that was intentional. So all of this like streaking, that's fine, because I'm just trying to dry it out. So if I keep it all pulled up, it's going to take longer to dry. So if I come across it really quickly, it's not going to get any of the fibers of the cotton bud in, because I'm working on a bit of a time crunch on this one for this video. So this way I'm streaking it all out and just spreading it a little bit, but not pulling it out of the gap that it's in. This is a particularly wet one. I feel like we got it enough though. Alright, so for instance all this is dry, alright? So we can just rub that back. It's gone, see? It's dried a lot quicker even up here on these big panels. Alright, so that's a bit of an idea of where we're going with that. I'll let it dry a little bit longer and then come in and do some of the main stuff. Removing it all. This is a pretty quick, basic way of doing it. Just like that. That one there. Alright, that'll do for the moment on that one. And then I'll do the same thing on the top over here. Ideally you want to leave it till it's quite dry, just creating a nice filter across the one that's still a bit wet. Very wet. Can do this one at least. Okay, let that dry a little bit longer before I do any more on that, but that's already starting to kind of get the idea of the panel line wash on there. Do a little bit further detail on it. Okay. Clean those ones up. Okay, we'll move over to the grey wash for the chrome. Do a bit of that. Alright, we're going to go just down here. Just in there, along the chrome to make it a little bit more tarnished. Under here as well in the grill. There's that one. Is there any chrome on the back? Yeah, a little bit. Probably not enough for it to matter too much, but I'll put it in here. Accent all this stuff. There we go. Go nicely in there. And I'll just do another pass on the front grills, I reckon. There we go. So hard to tell. Oh well, I'll have to try and take a photo and show you in post. It's the grills under there. Okay, they've got a bit of a wash in there. Alright, that's the grey done. Move back over to some of the tan and do some more on that. The brown wash. Okay. Come back in with this. I want to do a little bit in the wheels. Let's see. Look quite nice. So that's with a wash, and that's without one. But I have to clean it up as well. Mind you. So it'll look a little bit more tidy, just as an artificial shadow. The rears are a little bit different. Cool. Alright, so that's what those look like. Do a little bit more of a wash up here. Okay, and then this one will be a good one to show you, these front grills here. Oh, nice. There we go. There we go. Still quite a few little areas I would like to put these pin washers. But what I'll do is I'll do this. I've shown you like a quick preliminary how to apply it quickly if you're on a time crunch. Remove it, and we'll pretty much, I'll grab some B-roll of this. I'll do a little bit of a show of how it turns out at the end, and then it's ready for stickers by Tony. Tony's going to vinyl cut some stickers for this model, some special racing stickers. I'm not sure if it's been announced what they are yet, but stay tuned for that, because we'll have social media posts of this this car that Brett has done up, and we'll show you what it all looks like at the end. But for the time being, I will plug some final images and some videos of this particular model after I've wiped all of the excess off. After it's dried, fix up the roof a little bit, get it a little bit darker, you know, towards the corners and whatnot, like that. And yeah, we'll show you what it looks like at the very end. So what you need is just these beautiful washers by AK. Some enamel thinner, whether it's AK's enamel thinner or the Tamiya X20, it'll work. Tissues, clean your stuff off, and definitely cotton buds. Cotton buds are a really good tool if you're doing panel line washers. They clean it up really nicely, nice and precise. Any will do, any earbud will do from Coles Chemist Warehouse, any of those stores, and you can get it all done. So there you go, stay tuned, you know, gonna do some B-roll, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. I'm Kobey from Hearns Hobbies, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Cheers, guys.